Good evening. This is the Water Commissioners meeting, November 19th, 2013. In attendance is the three commissioners, Roy Ricker, Stuart Dalzell, Tim Toomey, our Superintendent George Reza, and Carmine, our administrative assistant. First order of business is approval of the minutes of November 5th, 2013. Did you go through that, gentlemen? Any corrections at all? Any corrections?
No.
Any motions to accept?
Make a motion to accept.
Any second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Next order of business is approval and sign the purchase orders. With AT&T standard bill. Huh? Okay. Napa. New battery, John?
Yeah, for the air compressor in the back.
Okay. What?
Air compressor in the back. It's pretty old, maybe. Losing charge from the sitting one. And the jumping.
Okay. Those look like decent prices.
Batteries are ridiculous prices right now.
Maintenance. Reasonable.
Amesbury Industrial Supply.
It's hydrant paint.
Okay. What's the latest with that project?
Maybe we'll start this weekend. Really pretty nice.
Just one battery and a compressor.
Yeah. It's too jack.
All right, so we got, here's something here. I just signed this, John. 6 Tyvek
Instead of using red.
for $629 is $171.96.
That's for 17.
Huh?
It's supposed to be the less low and paint. Just reverse.
You want to correct it now, or do you want to have?
I can write up a new one if you want. Or I can just change it.
Just change it and initial it.
Okay.
Sodium hydroxide.
Across the one too.
OSHA confined space safety training, who's giving that? Inland Waterworks?
Yeah. Need some credits for licensure.
So is he gonna come in and do the whole course here, or what?
No, I have to get into it.
Huh?
That one's in Beverly,
Okay,
the Beverly water treatment.
who's taking that?
Me.
When is that supposed to be?
I think it's the third. In December.
What about the other guys? How are they certified for confined space?
I don't know if they've taken the course before. Oh, we have at some point. Yeah, that one's December 3rd.
Huh?
That's December 3rd, that one.
Okay, so this,
What's the tieback for, John?
Keep the pain on the hazard instead on the kids. Just those paper suits, you know.
Oh.
those white suits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what's this well rehab? Who's taking that? You gotta put, who's gonna do on this course here?
I got my initials in here.
License, John Reza?
Yeah.
And so this is another course?
Yeah.
When's that course?
It's on the 5th.
It's on the 5th, you said.
Yes.
When is there's both courses on the 5th?
No.
Third.
Third and the 5th? Okay. State supply,
Yeah, we got 2 pressure reducer valves. Not working at the stations.
why do we have 2 valves and 2 wells at the same time not working?
Could have been
Huh?
installed at the same day or whatever, life expectancy. It's subject to chemical atmosphere too. You know?
Yeah. So were they testing all the equipment and found out these reducing valves were functional?
Yeah, Glenn was. told me.
So what's the purpose of these reducing valves? So they
It just cuts down the pressure feed to the chemical feed.
oh, so it's a feed machine?
Yeah.
You need water to apply the chemicals to the water,
Yeah.
but you can't go full pressure, but you
Right.
gotta reduce the pressure down.
The 2 stations with the line.
We'll go 1%.
Yeah, I'd like to get a little more description on these POs, okay?
Okay.
You know, like coursework and stuff like that, who's taking the course?
Okay.
So what's the policy with the town for taking courses and stuff?
Well, they pay for credits so that you can renew your license.
What about the union guys?
Same.
So they pay for them?
Yeah.
So is anybody coordinating what courses they gotta take and when, conflicts and stuff like that? We don't want them all taking a course at once, right?
No. Usually spread it out, so
Yeah.
it's just one
And
person.
then the most cost-efficient courses are the ones at the Waterworks Association.
Yeah.
So why aren't they, why isn't anybody taking these courses, you know?
Well, they've finished their requirements already.
Okay, so they got license requirements, renewal requirements?
Right. Yeah. that's
So is this your license renewal?
Yeah.
When is your license up for renewal?
Well, everybody, they go every odd year on every month.
Yeah.
So it's the 13th this year.
So every 2 years you're gonna renew it?
Yeah. 52 credits.
Okay. Then we get the bills here. Telephone, Action Paving, $350 to a patch, or is it just finish top?
Those
There's another one, that's 350 for patch, and there's another one for the sidewalk at the corner. That one's 450.
So why is one yellow and one white?
Well, no, he dropped them off this morning. I wasn't there.
You have any explanation on that?
He just put them in the box.
You just put them in the box? And what's this,
This has been
W9 form.
Fire and rain? How are we making out, with getting pricing for last, John?
I got the one for the put northeast in the graph. Yeah.
John, I hear you have the one for Action Pavement for the patch on Main Street, but you don't have the comment on here.
We'll catch that one in the next one. We've done it different times.
Okay.
That's what you wanted to.
No, we gotta still work on that, John.
Yeah, the only thing is we're gonna try to split up with the arrow, you know, when they say a VOC test, so they are including tests that we don't need, like patrolling them and that sort of thing.
Well, we talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
Get the lab reports,
Okay.
then you get the methodology, so you still working on it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Go on.
let's bring it up next meeting.
And
Yeah. That's not gonna fly, that spreadsheet thing, man. Gotta have the
it's just a
methodology.
comparison.
Yeah. You gotta have the methodology so you can get a price on the methodology. Now, we talked about that, so he's gonna have to do that. If you guys want me to come in again, I'll come in again and we'll talk about it again. Let me know. Okay? Just give you guys an update, you know, we talked about this at a meeting earlier this week, going through the way to handle this is to go through the lab reports and then find out what the methodology is that they use to analyze the samples. And then put a spreadsheet together for like a bid sheet, saying we're gonna need 72 vehicle coliform tests every year. And so we're gonna have a price sheet, pricing for, say, a year thing for these labs to give us pricing, right?
Based on volume.
Based on the volume and the methodology they're gonna use to analyze those samples. And also for consideration is, how do we get the samples to the lab, stuff like that.
Right.
Whether we have to hire a courier service or whatever.
Oh, yeah, there's only one that picks up.
Okay, so if he has any, if you guys have any, need more clarification, I'd be happy to come in.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, Boston Computer Scanning.
Yeah, that's the program for the gate locations and the curb stop locations.
It's for what?
It's the, we put all the, you know, the maps which shows you where the curb stops and for each house and the gates and the street.
Yeah.
Is on this US DPW program now.
Okay. So it's a
I'll pull it up
program,
if you want to look at it.
there's a program that we have to pay a yearly service fee for,
Yes.
otherwise we can't use the program.
Right.
So we're gonna pay this company $1,680 to use the same program every year?
Well, it's support too. Yeah, problems, you know, it's inclusive in the price. Or if you need assistance.
John, I don't understand why you can't put that on the computer yourself and have a record of it.
It's relatively complicated, I mean, it's not.
How many times did you call this year for assistance?
I can call a couple of times.
Who called?
I called once, Jay called earlier in the year.
What was the question?
It was about entering new locations. Drawing new would be, would they have like line drawings?
Well, you said
Times. We used to do it on an old DOS computer that we had years ago,
Yeah.
but it started failing. So we scanned all of the locations, and we brought this company in, and they put them all in a format where we'd go in and actually change the drawing, you know, if you did repair work or relocated a stop or and the gates were in there too, the main gates
Uh-huh.
with all the ties.
So, what would they charge if you didn't have this contract with them? What would they charge if you called them up and say, hey, look, we gotta change your location to this gate valve because it got entered wrong or something like that? What would they charge?
To draw it in themselves?
No, to find out how you can re-enter it into their program.
Oh.
And saying any special requirements require a programming fee.
It's worked pretty well for us. It's actually it's accessible from the iPads in the trucks. So if you get an emergency call, they can pull up the location or go right to the site and shut it down.
Yeah, but if it's already on the computer, why do we need to pay $1,600 a year for it?
Well, I mean, it's like any program that, you know, if something screws up, sometimes you need support.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's only $140 a month, and it comes up with $1,680.
Yeah,
Includes
it's like any
maintenance,
of the
support, and training.
programs that we have is, you know, you maintain the support for insurance in case something
So how many times do they come in this year to train the people?
I don't know if they've been in this year, the first year when we were setting it up, they were in quite a lot.
Any other board members want to research this further before we,
Almost, I mean, I read the whole thing and actually, it sounds like you do quite a bit.
They do, there's a lot of service there.
okay, you happy with this?
I'm not completely, sold on the idea of that, when you can take the ties yourself from somebody's property to the curb stop, and you put it in the computer yourself.
Yeah, but it's a lot more than that, so if you read the whole thing.
I should have my templates.
We just, lose access to all our... We're gonna lose access to all our curb stops and gate fells.
I'm kind of confused. If we don't hire them on a yearly basis for $1,400, then we don't get to use their program. Are we renting their program or something? Or
Well,
do we have a database with their program on it? Or is it like an Excel program, or is it, what is it? We already have the program in our computers, and everything's on there, and all you have to do is, when you get a new project going on at the golf course, you put in new curb stops, you put it into a mapping thing on their program. Do we have them come down and do it, or do we do it?
I think Jay was doing it, drawing them in, after they came along.
Okay, so Jay was doing it, and then if he ran into a trouble, he would,
Right. But they have access to it, I think they need to have the support, license. It's like a license program.
Yeah, I don't know. So is it?
I think it's crucial. They've changed everything over.
How long have we been had to pay that bill? How many years now?
We've had it a couple of years, I
What do we do before then?
think. We had it on another computer that ran on a DOS program.
Yeah.
There's no support for that type of thing anymore.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was
what else?
very old. It was like before Windows 5 or something.
Well, my question is, how much should we, how much should we spend on the program?
The initial setup.
Yeah.
I'd have to look
Okay. And then
it up. But,
we spent a certain amount of money to have a program loaded up into our computers,
right.
and we probably had somebody convert the old stuff to the new, right?
Right. They scanned everything in.
They scanned everything in.
And reproduced it
Yeah.
in the program.
And we called twice a year. That sounds kind of.
Well, I'm not saying that's all we would call, I mean, we could have no problems too. I would be very reluctant not to. I mean, when you need a location in an emergency, you need it.
It's better than going back to the old style like we went back with
I know.
maps years ago, right?
What I'm saying is, if we don't pay this bill, do we still use the program?
I don't know if the service would stop because it runs through the.
Let's find out. Let's make some inquiries. $1,600 for, calling them up twice a year, it seems kind of high to me.
Well, I mean, that's just one instance.
Can you find out whether or not we lose the use of this program if we don't sign on with this license?
I'm pretty sure.
Or do they have any other arrangements so we can call on an ad-needed basis for $200 an hour? Because that'd save us, $1,200. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's. I think what it dancing with the devil on this one.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
$1,600 and then $140 an hour if we call them up.
I'd like to know if we own the program, or they're renting it to us.
It is a subscription,
Yeah, I mean, this could be, this is just a question. I think we ought to, get the answer to it before we proceed on paying that, so.
John, tell me something, when you put in a new service, how do they get the information for that service? You call them up with the information? Or do they come out?
They can come out and draw it in for you.
They can't, what I'm saying, how does it work? Like these new services around town you put in this year. How do they get on the computer?
They, some of them we can do, if you know the right procedure.
Well, if you can put them on the computer, what do we need these folks for?
I think you lose your access if you
Like if you go with Microsoft, you give them a license, you buy the program and you have a license to use that program.
don't.
You don't have the ability to take that program and give it to somebody else, like another company or another town. They have to come up with a license and it's a one-time fee. This is like, every year they're hitting us with, is it $1,600? It's a phone call away, so let's just table that and let's get it off this sheet here, and we'll talk about it next time. Okay? If they want to call me and just enlighten me, that's fine.
Yeah.
Does the board wish that they do that and call me up and
I
make
just
me
don't
a...
want it to shut down because we won't have any access.
It's $1,600, they'll be running over here trying to give them a check for $1,600 before they shut it down. They want that money.
John,
Yeah.
once again, if you put in a new service, how do they get the information on it?
You have to go into the program and start and whatever.
Yeah.
You have to
We have
do
to
that?
do it. We have to give them the information, right? Otherwise, they couldn't put it in.
We
They're-
give them the info. Yeah.
Where are they out of?
Ready?
Ready? Okay. Do you think they can come to the next meeting, maybe? Yeah. I'm out of curiosity, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, maybe we ought to get, them in here to explain this a little bit better, okay? So let's get it off the list and then get them in here at the next meeting. Okay, can you put that down for an agenda item? Okay, what else we got here? Mileage. Carmine. Another Comcast bill. Cleaning.
That's why I was very careful the way.
Customized data services. This is the billing company?
Yes.
Knowles. Have we gone around to getting a favorable rate from Knowles? Have we procured this, John? Okay. I'd like to get a motion from the board that we procure the fuel, get at least 3 prices, so we can get this ball rolling like the other departments do. Can I have a second on that? Discussion?
Well, I mean, the whole town uses this place and get the best price, right?
No, they procured it. The police department procured it, and the power company, I think, procured it.
We've dropped this down, pricing's $1,500 a month.
I know, but we didn't get the best rate. Unless they're giving us the best rate again.
They're giving us diesel tax discount, gas tax discount.
They have to,
you know.
they have to.
Your question is, Tim, are we paying the same as the other departments?
Yeah, a matter of words, yeah.
Excuse me. John, why are we using no grade? Well, 348, 348, 348, and I think it's, the diesel's different, but, this is for October, it's come down since then.
Yeah.
That is my,
Quite a bit since
yeah,
then.
it's no question,
It fluctuates quite a bit.
yeah.
The reason why I'm bringing it up is it's before us, and we've talked about it 3 times already. We've done no action at all to try to get this thing procured. We just go there and fill up. We get 3 gas stations in town. You want to move on to another bill, or do you want to, try to get this thing finally,
We've already used this gas, yeah.
yeah, I know, but going forward,
I think we should request the superintendent to look into that. If that's what you want.
yeah, I would like to get a discounted price. How do we do it? Once again, how do we get a discounted price like the police department and like the power company? I think the power company gets a discounted rate over there. Okay? And then I would like you to just get the thing ball rolling, whether it be, getting a bid sheet to all 3 gas stations in town and see if they would be willing to do that, or find out how we do it. Okay?
One thing you must remember, Tim, in a storm, Knowles is always open.
724.
Yeah.
Another one up in Route 1, they close up as soon as it starts snowing.
Yeah. Or earlier. But who
It makes a
knows?
big difference during an emergency when you get a water break.
Right.
Well, we can also go get fuel in a non-procure, or a non-winning procured gas station if we need it, because all the other places are closed, so they're all, I think we're all on the same page, we're looking for a discount. Like everybody else in town. Stereographics,
Sure.
serographics, okay. Sweatshirts, is this part of the allowance?
Yeah.
Tie sales. E.J. Prescott. We got that, is this the hydrant we got for our inventory? Or is this another one we got
This is one for the common.
for the common?
Yeah.
All right, do we have a spare one in the back yet?
What we're getting on.
Is there anything about the hydrant that was hit, John? Up to way up Havel Street, September 6th. Then replaced.
You got an initial look on them.
Or going up to the driver.
Oh.
There's a PO on here.
It's petty cash, usually.
Is it going to court? What?
No.
Where do we stand with it? That's my question.
Town hall said they're holding it in advance until the police have finished the
Excuse
investigation.
me?
Town hall said they were holding it in advance until the police had finished the investigation.
Oh, we could go, they tell you that. We want to stay on top of that.
Okay, so what do I want taken off this? We had, we took
The
off that, and then the other one is what?
This one, just one.
Yeah, don't put that on the next, what's this one, Boston computer scan?
Scanning.
1680?
Yeah. You wanna do a new one up here, right now?
I don't have access to that. That's in P Street.
That's in Peachtree?
Yeah. Karen did that one.
So what do we do? When's this have to be in?
Now, usually they go in today at 10 o'clock, but
Yeah.
they kind of hold out for us.
Okay, I'm gonna scratch it off.
Why don't you take some white out and make it look neat?
And we gotta change the total on this. You wanna do that, Carmen?
Has to be changed. on the
What's
back.
this here? This is,
Has to be, it's the second page. It has to be changed on the back too.
oh, what's the calculator? Let's just take this thing off right now. I'm gonna scratch it off. What's,
Use the white out, make it look neat.
well, I'm gonna scratch it off and initial it, because we're making a correction. If we wanna do it that neat, we're gonna have to do the whole thing over again.
You just take white out, just off.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna initial it, so. So what's the second page, John? How does this thing fit into that scheme of things?
Go by alphabet, and go down through. Keep going.
It's a continuation.
The total here is 30,438. The total here is 11,000, so it's not really brought down. Unless it's brought over to here somehow.
The back of the actual.
Okay, so it's 11,000 and 3,000 equals 15,000.
Just came in today, like,
Okay. No, I'm just asking why, you know.
I was wondering that myself. I didn't see it on here.
That's the files we have.
Make sure that one gets put in the file so you can put it in for the following week. The
So
other
you
one.
want to call up this outfit?
Ask them to come in to the next meeting. They're going to give us all an enlightening discussion on their services. Okay. Next order of business is abatement reviews, customer service procedure. All right, the abatements, any abatement questions? There was a woman called me today,
Okay.
and she didn't have an adjusted bill.
Not yet. You got basic usage. Just have to calculate.
Speaking of water bills, gentlemen, where the bills came out a little late this month, I would like to extend the discounts until the end of the month for folks. And it'd be nice if we did that permanently, but at least this time, because some people are just getting the water bills.
They're just getting them now? Okay, I can go along with that.
It's only fair
What's the motion?
to extend the discount on water bills until the 30th of November instead of
We got them on the 14th when I received mine, and the 22nd when the discount thing is.
I would like to extend the discount to the 30th.
Okay, do I have a second?
Did we check in on that by any chance? He was gonna check in. And,
She never returned the call.
We'd have to check with the building company too, 'cause they have to change
Yeah,
the.
so John's looking at that again, so this is taken.
all right, for this month, I'll second
All in favor?
it. All right.
Aye.
So you clear on that motion, Carmen? Just for this month? Extend the discount period from the 20th to the
I'd like
30th.
to find out why we can't change it to the end of the month.
John's gonna be researching that again. Right, John?
Be nice to have a little piece in the paper to let the residents know that the discount's extended to the 30th.
Maybe we get, Michelle will put that in for, next Monday, the article that she always has in, you know, Monday's New Report News. And we can mention it to her and get her to get in the bills.
All right.
You can also reverse call like you do on, when you have a water main break or so, you know, phone the customers, let them know that you're extending the discount. It's another way of doing it.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Why don't you and Carmine work on
CVS
that,
first.
so find out what the best thing is to do that.
They'll have to work it into their program.
Okay, well, can you guys handle that? Okay.
Might get you a little more notice and popularity too.
Okay.
TV also, community access.
Yeah. You guys wanna look at that?
Yep.
Gotta do it soon.
Can you do that tomorrow morning, John?
All right. I'll call Dan. Or you can call Dan.
It's already on the TV.
John,
Yeah.
take care of that tomorrow morning?
I'll call Dan, I can't guarantees, you know, I don't know how that system's set up.
We'll find out tomorrow and then just kinda handle it for you. Thank you. The woman that called, we worked up in her rate because we gave her an abatement, but do we have abatement paper here now?
Depends on what.
The abatements, we have an abatement this week?
No,
How are you gonna handle her bill now? She's got a bill that she hasn't paid before, now she's got a double bill, and she wants to get an adjusted bill before she pays. You guys clear on that?
I think Karen can do that.
Okay,
I'll go over it with her.
all right, so can you handle that for her, please? Thanks. Any other abatements coming our way, or do we just, gotta still, get our billing deficit squared away? What's going on there, John?
Well, we're still seeing how this last read panned out.
Okay.
Some of them they're fixing.
Any problems with the billing thing that we're aware of at this point?
County's been dealing with it more than I have.
Yeah. Some people receive no bills, some people receive late.
Some people receive no bills.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
some
well,
of
some-
that could be credit to,
I think somebody should have a bill
Some
every
guy
single.
comes in and pays a bunch of money ahead of time.
I understand that, but I think people like a bill every month to know whether they have a credit or not, to know where they stand.
Right.
Everyone should get a bill
Well, I
every
think they're
month.
supposed to get one every month, even if there's a minus, like a credit on there, it should be on
I
there.
remember that
If you're paperless, you get paperless. A lot of people have been having problems with the Unibank, that service has been kind of crashing quite a bit, I noticed like 3 days in a row, there's nothing posted, it's how can this be, no one's paying online, I never saw that before, so.
Very calculated,
What's that?
calculated.
I went up to visit Mr. and Mrs. Petrello the other day. They had a concern about paving Ingrid Farm Road. But I took them over to the paving contractor next door there, and they assured Mr. and Mrs. Petrello that their driveway, the road and their driveway would blend in together. They were concerned there would be a bump there,
Okay.
but everyone's happy.
That's good.
Okay, so, having said that, do you have an update for us for the treatment plant, John? What's going on there this week and last week?
Work completed first he says the project is, as of last month, is 68% complete. Should be roughly 70 to 75% this month. Work completed this month is sheet rock and taping and process area completed. Installation of PLCs and VFDs have begun. HVAC plumbing is continued. Exterior concrete pads such as the AC unit and transformer completed. Loading dock stairway completed. Interior masonry completed. Final block fill first coat of paint has continued. Electrical and mechanical work to continue. Sprinkler fabrication installation has begun. Final grading of roadway was completed around the plant. Installation of binder pavement at the plant entrance to Pingree River has been completed. Process piping inside the treatment plant has continued. And carpentry has continued with framing and strapping of ceilings.
Okay.
The binder is down?
Yes.
Because they were still prepping it the other day when I was up there. I'm trying to think which
So
day I
when-
was up there.
When did they put the binder down, John?
I think it was last week.
Last Thursday night, I think it was, I went by there. Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. I can't remember.
Who did that?
I didn't recognize any of the vehicles that was there.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the company that's doing the excavating around there was prepping it.
But I mean, I saw a paving company, I come by, it was just about dark, and I saw them in there working when I come by.
Okay, having said that, we've got a change order before us, right? we supposed to approve this tonight, John, or what's going on with this?
John didn't say it needed to be approved tonight. I told him that you wanted me to make a copy and that the guys could take home and look
You
at it.
guys wanna review this for the next meeting?
I'm in favor of that.
Okay, we'll do that. And maybe we'll have, some more questions for that, okay? So we got that for our review. There's no deadline on this?
I'm not seeing.
And it's, the total amount on this change order is what, John? $30,000?
Maybe 319.
All right.
30,319, it says in the back page.
Okay.
I don't want as a credit, it may be bad.
All right, let's look at that and we'll discuss it next meeting.
Okay.
Make sure that gets on the agenda, John, please. The next order is temporary services for business manager. We had somebody come in on Tuesday that's handling the data entry for Peachtree. How's that working out?
Well, first day, just getting acquainted with it. Seems to be doing it, I guess.
Okay. And then we're getting some help from downtown. And we got a wage action here before us, and this is for Bridge to Longville to come in and help out with some of the tasks of billing and everything else. And they want to give her 10 hours a week down here, and I think that's what we need. So if there's no objections, John's already signed this. I'll just assign this and we'll just pass it downtown to get that formalized. So it's 10 hours a week. There was some talk that maybe that she would be needed for 4 hours, but when we get into the thing, we're looking at 10 hours. Any questions?
What is this, just for the Peachtree thing, that's all?
No, the Peachtree is the other one. The other one is,
The other one's an account temp.
for account temps. Where is it? What's her name?
Southwood,
Yeah, that one right there.
Jeanette, so.
This is additional to that. This
What is
is,
that?
this is we've been having,
Yeah, but I don't have that in my packet.
no, because John had this, this is an item that we're talking about, brought this up because we've been getting some help from Bridge to downtown, coming in here, help out with billing and stuff like that, so. Temporary assistance to train water department administrative assistant is the reason for the action. We'll take a look at that. Any questions?
I just thought it had been brought up before we hired somebody.
I have no questions, I just wanted to explain what they'll be paid out of.
It's gonna be paid out of the labor, isn't it, John?
far as I know.
One, I had it or something. Right here. Young lady will be paid out of the water department wage line. I believe the other one will be paid on the expense line.
Right. It's similar to the gentleman that helped us out when we needed a secondary operator. That came out of the wage line also.
Yeah.
And it's still, John did some estimating, it's probably around 14 to 16,000 that we haven't spent in that wage line. So we got some money in there. Okay? So you can pass that downtown, get that paperwork done. Fall projects, labor needs. I met with John and when was that, John? Was that Monday or was that last Friday or something?
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah. It was John and Glenn's estimation that we would need not so much help this fall, but when they start training the guys down at the new plant, that they're gonna need some coverage here to take care of stuff. So if there is some money in there that we can bring them that gentleman that helped us out in the past, or if this should be a specific need, we can, shoot for getting him back in here. Then they'll require me to go to a selectmen meeting to ask for more time to allow that to happen for particular purposes. So that's how we've been handling that. Is there any ideas you folks have? I thought hydrant flushing might be in order, but he said we're really closing in on the bad weather before we can do that. So I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that. You guys have any other ideas? So, if something does come up, then they'll bring it up and then we can address it at that time. Or if there's something that we feel that the weather is permitting, maybe you can come up with something, we can go, go get through the proper channels downtown.
Much as I would like to see the hydrants flushed, we would have to watch the weather because we're starting to get cold nights now.
Nice.
The highway's freezing.
Okay. Looking through the minutes here, I see some other things during the. Can you give us an update on the? Once again, John, the driver that was uninsured. We sure he's wasn't insured, or is that investigation still proceeding?
It's still proceeding.
Did you call him up and find out when they might be concluding their investigation about his insurance?
I haven't talked to the police department yet.
Okay.
I will.
All right, can you do that by tomorrow? Also, were you able to find out from that truck dealer whether the plow could be taken off this truck, or we need that, or did you call up that outfit to see what?
I called Franklin Motors.
Yeah.
There was some discussion about the electrical controls, 2-plug or 3-plug. But they said it might be possible to put the side plates on the new truck and have a head gear put on the side plates come up, the undercarriage. Depending on how the wiring would, I don't know if they could use the wiring out of that truck or if they'd have to rewire their own, but he said basically it's starting at 1,500 for conversion.
Are you saying that the side plates, the old side plates will fit the later model truck?
No, you have to get one.
I know.
I think they change that every year just to make sure, don't they?
I'm sure.
The side plates.
Well, does it make sense so they'd be costing money to do a conversion or something like that?
No,
Yeah,
you've got the basic part, you've got the plow and
Okay.
the frame. It's
Yeah.
the two plates in
so
the
it's the
bottom.
question of wiring, he was making reference to 2-plug or 3-plug.
It may have to be changed over or something.
Yeah, he's gonna look it up in the catalog.
Well, if he said it starts at 1,500, probably end up at 2,500 if you have, and a wiring harness or whatever,
Well, you'd have to put the wiring harness in.
some solenoids.
What does a new plow cost?
$6,000 I was sold the other day.
What?
$6,000 for a new Fisher plow.
For an H1?
Yep. Buddy of mine looking at a pickup, I told him $6,100 for it.
Oh, and a dealer, yeah.
Minute
Well, here's an idea,
Distributor.
does it make sense to put it in Craigslist, the plow alone?
Well, we need to pick up the plow with.
You know?
You wanna go up by a $6,000 one, you
No.
wanna pay $1,500 into that
So, we
one?
need
That's
the
not that
plow, we need to get it done, right? So,
The distributors, like braking clutch and so forth, you'll probably get one for.
far. Franklin Motors, that's where we did the 9-foot.
Well, Franklin Motors, you'll probably get one for 45, 47.
I don't know, we paid
The dealer's marking them up.
39, wasn't it, for the
9-foot.
9-footer, right?
How long ago?
When was that stolen, 2 years ago now?
That's right.
Yeah, but that was just the blade, right? With the headgear too.
Well, the headgear too, 'cause
Yeah.
it's the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
so do we take the frame piece off the truck and then get rid of the truck at this point? What do we do?
No, we gotta change those plates, you said, correct?
So you leave it, you just take the headgear and the plow.
The headgear's already on.
Okay, we'll get rid of the truck.
Get rid of the truck, that's all.
Okay. Okay, so that's the next question. How do we get rid of the truck?
I think the easiest.
Post it, and the highest bidder.
Okay. You want to post it somewhere, like in the paper?
Did you do the 3 phone quotes once? One was 400 and one was 300, I believe.
Yeah, 2 or 300 dollars for it.
Yeah. Post it in the
And
paper.
there's no comeback. You know,
Sealed
there's no limit on liability. That stuff.
Sealed bids be received by November 30th. But give it 10 days in the paper. Not 10 days advertising in the paper, but maybe get it in the paper here with the Raleigh Common. I don't know, that makes sense, right?
Cheaper, I think, it's probably there.
So put it in the Raleigh Common for 2 editions.
I just don't want to keep playing games with it.
I want this thing settled tonight. I want this thing advertised.
We've been talking about
Make
this.
a motion that we advertise it, in the 2 upcoming issues of the Raleigh Common, Town Common. And sealed bids to be received no later than December 10th. Can you do that, John?
As is, where is.
As is, where is.
And if it's under $700, you don't have to guarantee it.
Oh, if it's an auction, you don't have to, you just call it a parts vehicle or.
If you wish to increase your base of opportunity, if I'm not mistaken, you can put it on Craigslist, not for sale, but to advertise it as a sealed bid opportunity with a picture of the truck, et cetera, et cetera. So you are not selling it on Craigslist, you're selling the opportunity for them to put in a sealed
Here's
bid.
a good idea. Good idea.
I've done that.
Can you do that, John?
I will.
Just to let people know that they can bid.
You can put 2 or 3 weeks on it, and then you say, they gotta be, sealed bids gotta be received, attention,
15 days from today.
Yeah.
Right?
We give him a name too to give it to. I think we can trust Carmine. Attention Carmine, sealed bids. You know, the next meeting, you'll just bring the things in and we'll nominate somebody to open it up and then just award it, okay? Does that
John,
make sense?
John, can you put that on Craig's list tomorrow?
I was looking pretty busy already.
Okay.
It's gonna be a long tomorrow.
Yeah, anything else?
Yeah. So you gotta check in with the police department.
Tomorrow.
Mrs. Dinsmore, you're gonna straighten her bill out, right? And you're gonna get an abatement there together? You're gonna have Karen do that? Commissioner Ricker requested that you do some verification of all subcontractors have been paid the date and on time from the treatment plant. Did you look into that?
I've asked John about it. I'll look into it.
Okay.
I don't know what the legal implications of something like that is.
Well, can you advise the board that, you know, the next meeting?
What did you ask, John Sikora?
Can you ask John Sikora to put an email together
If all said.
to honor the request of one of our commissioners on the verification? Did you break down the 1.3 budget?
No, we got some people in the office who got better access to those records than
What's that?
they. Just say now that we got some people in the office that get into those programs, we
Okay, so can you
probably do
know,
a better job.
okay. I don't want to drop the ball on this. I want to know next meeting about this stuff, okay? I don't want to bring it up. I want you to tell us at the next meeting about all this stuff, okay? Then we already covered up covered the subject of how much money is left in the budget for a secondary operator. And you figured it's around 16,000, is that still holding true?
Yeah,
14 to 16 or something like that?
Going from the spreadsheets that she had done up for the retro, was just looking at the number of weeks that were used for pay. And it looked like somewhere around 16.
Okay. All right, and then one of the things here too was, did you have the new guy check the big truck to see if it's roadworthy?
Yeah, we gotta jump up the bed and get started.
So when do you plan on doing that?
We could probably do it this week.
Okay.
Snap truck.
Okay, lab cost review, you guys get your homework assignment on that? So, maybe next meeting, and next meeting, does that sound like 2 weeks from now? Does that sound like a plan, guys?
The 3rd.
December 3rd? Okay. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
I have one quick question. This Bridgeport machine,
Yes.
have you inquired for the employees, if anyone can operate that.
We can operate it as a drill press. Only a few minor functions.
Have you used it?
I've used it before as a drill
I
press.
mean, recently.
Oh, recently? No.
It's taking up space if it's not being used.
Okay. Can we, when you figure out how to put something on Craigslist, try to, you know, let's test the water and see what that thing's could command, okay? You get the specifications and stuff on that, and all the drills and tools that go along with it.
I don't know that much about it, but I'll see if there's a ID plate on it, says what model it is, or
Yeah, okay.
Can't
All
get,
right.
if you can't get a couple of $1,000 for us, no point.
That'd be the place to put it, would be, I would, I would think about putting on the eBay.
Test the waters.
If you put it on eBay, then you get the world market looking at it. If you put it on Craigslist, you get the guys in Boston looking at it.
Yes.
Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Oh, yeah.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second
What?
to adjourn?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.